that's the room tour. Yeah, so it is very personal, but I hope it can give at least one person some inspiration to design your own space, craft it the way that you want to, create your sanctuary, not to spend your life in, but to make those dreams a reality in. Okay, so today I was thinking about doing something a little bit different, and I know this is a little bit weird, not exactly my style, but I thought about doing a room tour, and the inspiration is that maybe it could give somebody a little bit of kind of added creativity, or even ambition to kind of create their own space that is productive, innovative, creative, etc. And I put a lot of work in the last few days, really the last week. Bought a lot of new things, and I'm feeling super excited about the setup that I have right now, because I think it's going to promote a lot of new ideas, circulating of this positive energy. And I'm just going to go through it and discuss a little bit about why do I have certain things in certain places, and kind of how the room represents these different compartments, or the compartmentalization of my mind in its entirety. Obviously you can't completely manifest all these individual items, but this is kind of the best current example of how my mind is organized in the material space, I guess. So overall, I'm a fairly organized person in general. I do like to have things a certain way, but those are not subject to change. I'm okay with the idea of changing things up, of trying new things, or new orders, organizations, patterns, to see how I fare. And so the current setup is basically my desk, my office space for work, for editing. That's in the closet, because I feel like that space is kind of underutilized. So I use the top for storage and the bottom for kind of my work. And I have a lot of incense products, and my poetry books are down there, so can work on those side by side. Don't have very many clothes, don't need very many clothes, keep them right here. Now this space I'm pretty excited about. This is kind of my workout space. I have this pretty large rug. It's about 6 by 3 feet, and I use this for core. So I'm actually a runner, and I run about 35 miles a week. Train pretty hard, so after it's good to recover, I try to roll out, do some band work, and also just keep the core tight. As much extra work as you can do, whether that's stretching, calisthenics, etc., plyometrics, those are all really good. So moving forward, this is just a recent painting I did. Try to brighten up that space a little bit. It's also kind of my relax area. So I have my wireless charger, headphones, my microphone that I can use if I'm making a video, if I'm editing down here. Got another incense candle. Okay, here I have some mirrors. These are just, some very basic mirrors. I actually have my goals here, so I'm able to see those, able to check those off as I accomplish them, which is really satisfying. Some extra rules that I keep for myself, disciplinary items that I'm trying to remind myself about. And one of them is just to focus on maintenance and not let myself slip if I can. So on my bookshelf, it's pretty much organized in terms of the area of focus. This is the kind of technology or music area. This is also for some of my camera stuff. This is kind of a free shelf. I just took off the art stuff that I had on there before, which I'm going to show you in a second. So I'm going to see what I want to do with that. Here I have some more running stuff. This is cupping. It's great for recovery, great for warm-up. Okay, here I have all my tools because I do like to do projects, and it's good to have tools, especially if you're a guy. Absolutely have at least a basic tool set. You should have a hammer, you should have pliers, you should have scissors, duct tape, nails, screws. You know, these are just basic things that you should have. Everybody should have. Okay. So, an iron too, just to iron your clothes. Basic stuff, right? Bookshelf, a few books. Okay, this is where I keep all of the charging devices. Okay, so here I do have another one of my paintings that I've done recently. Pretty proud about this one, just showing it off here. It's called Maui is Burning. It's actually inspired by the Maui wildfires, which were very unfortunate. Here I actually have the Ukrainian flag. I think you can see it. I'm half Ukrainian, so I like to rep that. Up here, okay, is my vision board. I made this about 2 months ago, and I'm not gonna focus too much on that. It's pretty private stuff, but I recommend if you're somebody that likes to, make your goals a reality, you like to see your visual, then make a vision board. It's gonna help you to see your goals on a daily basis. And you're going to feel more inspired because they're very tangible, right? You can feel these papers. You can see them. You can almost imagine yourself as you live them and accomplish them. So that's a great thing to do at least once a year, is to put those down somewhere. Okay, hanging plants kind of adds for some color. This is another painting I'm working on. This is kind of my painting corner. Okay, I have my paints in the bottom there. You see my paintbrush. I have a large canvas here that I'm going to be working on very soon, as well as a deck that I just primed. So I'm excited. That's for a friend. I'm going to be making another painting for him on there. Okay, this is just another little plant. It's pretty much like a mega succulent. Like, you basically never have to water it. But I should clean it because it's a bit dirty. Okay, and then this is the newest addition to the room. So I had a heat press about 2 years ago, but unfortunately at that time I had to get rid of it due to moving. And so I just got my hands on another one, and very excited to get back into making clothes, which is something that I used to do. Show you one of the products that I actually made for my videography business, which is a Dragon Ball Z hoodie, and it actually is a crossover hoodie. So my videography brand is called Nick Edition, so it is crossed over from that. And if you're interested, you can actually find my YouTube, it's Nick Edition, website, nickedition.art, and also on various social medias. So the heat press, I got the cutter. That is for HTV, heat transfer paper, to cut out text, fonts, etc., to eventually press onto a shirt, and an inkjet printer, which I acquired recently, to also complete the trifecta here. So that allows me to create more products, and really that's what this room is for. It's not for sleeping, it's for grinding. So when I'm in here, my goal is to produce, is to create. Yes, it's to relax, but ultimately is to give more energy back to myself to be able to continue to create, which is absolutely what I love to do. And so a couple other things that I missed real quick is up here. This is a little self-portrait of me, just kind of representing that cultural difference inside of me. Not exactly a dissociation, but rather a combination of many different things. And yeah, finally we have a whiteboard, which I'm using to kind of keep myself accountable for certain goals. I think this empty space here, I'm going to eventually put a calendar. I think that's going to help me to, visualize upcoming deadlines and tasks more efficiently. And so yeah, that's the vibe, that's the space. I got, laundry under the table. In the closet, I got a trash can. Try to keep everything off the floor. I think it helps to free clutter from your mind as well when you stay organized inside of your room. And that's the room tour. Yeah, so it is very personal, but I hope it can give at least one person some inspiration to design your own space, craft it the way that you want to, create your sanctuary, not to spend your life in, but to make those dreams a reality in, to produce, to develop, okay, and to ultimately achieve whatever you want to achieve. I think it starts in your room. So, hope you liked the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you want to check out future videos and projects, and that being said, have a great rest of your weekend. So, peace.